107.9 FM. Hey, folks. Spencer Duby here live in the studio. And I love Mondays. Most people don't, but I do because it is Music Monday. That's what time it is. And I love having these bands or local artists in the studio. It's great, or over the phone as well. Sometimes we do that. But it's always nice to be face-to-face with somebody. And today we have Hartt Goldman of Hartt and the Gold. He's the first person I've actually seen in the studio in a while. So Hartt, welcome back. Great to have you back, man.
Hey, Spencer. Good to see you. Thanks for having me in again.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the last time you were here, if it was 2025 or 2024.
I think it was 24, and we played live for you. I had my mandolin player, Mike Luch, here, and we played a couple tracks live for you, which was a first for me, so that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, great memory.
Yeah.
What's been going on since then? You've been pretty busy, either playing shows, writing new stuff, even recording new stuff. What's been going on?
We played, like after that, we played a good number of shows over the last year or so, after that. And then about October, late October, we've sort of been taking a break and really go more into writing mode and recording, more writing right now, but with the idea to record some new material. Got one song in the can already for the next EP, for the Down South EP. So if you remember the other ones, it was out west and back east. We'd done that one, and so that was. That's sort of where things are at right now. More in writing mode these last few months.
Yeah, no, that's great. No writer's block or anything like that.
No, I don't get writer's block per se. My issue is more I'm a really good song starter. I'm not a great song finisher.
Really?
It takes me years sometimes to finish songs. I know the song that you've got sort of queued up that we'll play today. That was probably 15 years in the making, because
really
there were aspects of it that came early, but some stuff really it didn't fully flesh out till 10 years later, and then you tweak it more, and that it's not always like that, but that was I've got tons of songs that are in some partial state of completion.
Well, I'll ask you about this song. Now I know is the title of it, folks. Did you go into the studio and record it over the years quite a few times, or did you actually do that in one take? Because you're telling me, this is like 15 years in the making of just writing it. Did you ever really get into the studio and change it up, or was it pretty much just one shot, one deal kind of thing?
Yeah, by the time we took into the studio, it was... we worked on the arrangement, some things with the arrangement, maybe some backing vocals, but otherwise it was all locked in. And we'd been playing it live for a while before we recorded it. So, it changed over the years, because I would play it in different states of sort of doneness and probably, I don't know, around maybe, I don't know exactly, but 2015, 2016, it sort of coalesced. The chorus was something that changed. And it was, I guess it's ironic, because then I knew, now I know what the chorus is. So that was, I knew the melody there. I just didn't know what words really fit with it. And so that came about, and came about from jamming it with people. And so, what you're talking about, working things out in the studio. Yeah. I mean, that's always an expensive time to work things out. You want to have it pretty dialed in before you're unless we get to be a huge rock star at some point, which is not so probable. Then you kind of want to have it.
You never know.
And then, I mean, there's a lot of, home recording options and stuff, and a lot more people are DIY on the home recording. But for me, I typically like to get, really experienced people, talented people doing that, and I'll just focus on the songwriting and or performing. I don't, recording and mixing, that's a whole other skill set that would be lovely to have, but it all takes time, right, to master these things. So
yeah. So, if you don't know what you're doing, it's expensive.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, with a title like that, what was going on in the time when you were writing this song? Is this about somewhere in the world? Is this about someone in your life? What is this song about? Now I know.
Yeah, so I mean the verses in the song are kind of a stream of consciousness. Just working through different anxieties and things that people deal with all the time, and the chorus comes to now I know what loving life is about, or some people like to say what love and life is about, because you can kind of hear both of those things,
Yeah.
both of those options in there. So it's really about people that you have in your life that you're close to and make the hard things in life bearable or help you cope with those things. So
That's why I'm like, well, this could be about somebody or someplace, because like out east as well, but out west is pretty big for you, pretty special place.
The mountains and small town Fernie, BC, in particular, has played a big role and lived there for a number of years. So it's it's a really special place, sort of off the beaten path to, much less known than Whistler or Banff as far as ski towns go. But it's the Kootenays in general, and Fernie specifically, is a magical place that we have in Canada that not everybody knows about. Tons of Australians know about it. There's tons of Aussies out there, and people from Europe too that go to live there. Great fly fishing and mountain biking, but the skiing was the big thing for me. The downhill skiing in the winter.
Something I've never done, fly fishing. Always wanted to try it.
Yeah, I mean I'm not a huge proponent, but I mean I see the draw. It's you're out in nature and walking these mountain streams, and it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Different than fishing out, for pickerel out in the lake or in the river here. Quite a different vibe.
It would take me a while to learn it because it's completely different. But if I did even learn half whatever the basics I'm supposed to know, I'd say now I know. And why don't we?
Well played.
Now I know. Hartt and the Gold on 107.9 FM. Great catchy song there from Hartt and the Gold. Now I know, 107.9 FM. I believe that's the first time we've played that song, and what a great song.
Oh, well, hope you play it a bunch then.
Yeah, now that we got it. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, very, very catchy song.
Oh, thanks so much. Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's because today I come in and was listening to it, and that's the first thing that I noticed was the nice guitar at the beginning. Like I was like, whew. So we're in for a wild ride here.
Yeah, that's my buddy Kevin Grant. Just really ripping into that song. Kev's such a great guitarist and creative force, and all the guys, and Adam Fox on drums and Mike Dame on bass. I mean, everybody brought their sort of special sauce to what was going on there. You want to have a song that's good enough for really good players to dig into, and those guys really did. And so it elevates it to that next level. And the guitar stuff in particular just is really it's super catchy and just some of it a little bit unexpected, or just but yeah, the whole arrangement, the rhythm section, just really nice and tight, and just feels great to sing over top of that when you've got such good players to be playing with.
It's really good sounding too. Like, where did you record that at? What studio?
So we recorded the drums, and Adam did the drums in one take, and we did that whole album that day at Walter Reggie's studio. I can't remember what it's called, but it's in Tecumseh, and he's got such great drum setup. He's got a great setup for everything, and we recorded it all, but we really only took the drums from that and then the rest of it we did with Frank Greiner, and Frank is a friend and just an incredible talent that's actually here in Amherstburg, but he was many years in LA engineering. Like, he's worked with tons of people. I mean, he does a lot of video stuff. Does video stuff for Def Leppard and ELO. They're in their latest tours and stuff. But so he's got a studio small studio here in town, and all the other parts, the bass, both guitars, mine and Kevin's, and all the vocals were recorded here in town.
Wow. I didn't know we had that here in Amherstburg.
No,
first I hear
Frank's the best kept
Yeah.
secret in town. He's a great guy and very modest as well.
Wow. Like you, very, very modest and humble.
Yeah, but I'm, Frank's a pro, and I'm, I love to play and trying to be as, as creative as possible and professional about it as possible. But when you do it for a living all the time, that makes a bit of a difference, and that's Frank. So
Yeah. The whole you're working on the South EP right now, you were saying.
yeah, down south.
South. Are you doing an up north eventually as well?
Yes.
It's going to cover all four.
I
like that. I like that a lot. Like
It gives you a nice little story direction to see where.
Yeah. Did you kind of come up with it when you went out east? Because you're like, well, I was already out west. Now I'm out east now.
I actually, yeah. I mean, before I even did the Out West album, before coming back east, I had the whole idea. So, and even previous to that, because they're EPs, they're not full albums, and so at the rate that I get things recorded, it's good to have a theme to each one of these things. And the song, stylistically, the songs are a little bit different. Like back east, as this song was, is more rock based. The Out West was more alt country, kind of rootsy. A little bit of mountain music kind of mixed in there. A little, those kind of vibes. The Down South will be a little. There's some bluesy aspects to the Down South one. The songs that I've written and for that, and up north will probably will be back to more the rock center, which is kind of where my heart is at. Anyways, I love to try and mix it up some and give different sort of flavors throughout these things, because I love a lot of different styles of music.
Yeah.
So that was the idea behind that. I didn't think it would probably take this long to get these done, but I mean, it's a nice kind of suite of EPs and songs to kind of hang your hat on in the long run.
You want to be happy. That's what matters most. You don't want to put it out until it sounds good enough to you and you're happy. That's all that matters.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right on that. And I won't put it out until it's, if the songs aren't quite there, or if the production isn't, quite what we want, then, it won't hit the airwaves.
Yeah. Well, before I let you go, I got to ask this. Is there any chance that we're going to see you solo playing somewhere in Amherstburg or wherever over the county this summer or something like that?
Yeah, there's a good chance. I've been doing open air in Amherstburg the last couple summers with Mike Luch playing mandolin. I don't know, I might do some solo stuff. I've also been working up some Gordon Lightfoot songs to the idea of doing a Gordon Lightfoot tribute, because he's such an incredible, Canadian icon, singer-songwriter. And so, sometimes you really want to delve into what the masters have done in order to guide kind of some of the songwriting that you do, so that you kind of, you don't, until you really get a whole bunch of that together, you don't really appreciate the level of, what they've done. So there's lots of artists I'd love to do that with, but I mean, I think Gordon Lightfoot is one that's, I've never seen a Gordon Lightfoot tribute band. So if I can find a guitar player who wants to do the Red Shea or Terry Clement's parts, then it would be great to try and reproduce some of those great sounds of, over the last 50, 60 years that Gordon Lightfoot was pumping stuff out. I mean, he was prolific, right? So
yeah, absolutely. Hopefully you get a show on, if you do join, like you said, a cover band or whatever for Gordon Lightfoot, whatever. Hopefully you get a show on November 10th. Always got to play the record of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Yes,
that's
true.
Do you have social media as well? Hartt and the Gold.
Hartt and the Gold is on Facebook, and an ill-used Instagram account. I'm not on there very much, but Facebook, and there's a web page too. But Yeah, Facebook is the main sort of contact there.
Awesome. Well, Hartt, thank
It's
you
all
so
on Spotify and
Yeah.
Apple Music. All these,
all the goodies. Yeah, yeah.
It's all on.
You
there.
want to find the gold? It's actually quite easy to find it these days. Hartt, thank you so much, man. It is great to see you and great to chat with you once again.
Thanks, Spencer. Thanks
Hartt-
for having me in.
Yes, Hartt Goldman of Hartt and the Gold, folks. This is Spencer Duby concluding this interview. Always a great time. Like Hartt said, go find him. Apple, Spotify, all that good stuff. You can find the gold.